Wala namin kung binubuolan mo kami rito.
Pagkatapos mo kaming bastusin, gagayanin mo kami ngayon, sasagutin mo kaming ganyan, pagkatapos mo kaming bastusin, pagkatapos mo kaming takasan, sasabihin mo may death threat ka, tapos di mo masabi kung saan galing yung death threat mo. Hindi mo masabi kung dito sa Pilipinas o sa abroad.
Misalis, pinaalalahanan kita, you never raised security concerns to the committee before. Hindi ko na lamang na aresto ka na at ibinalat dito. Tatanungin pa rin talaga kita dun sa sinasabi mong death threats na yan na
Mary Margaret Espino. Then from the Philippine Coast Guard, we have Vice Admiral Rolando Lizor Punsalan Jr. We have Captain Oliver Tanseco. Okay. We have Captain Habelino Sali. We have Commander Maria Gloria Bermido Salcedo. Okay. And then we have Bernadette Gutierrez. From the Philippine Navy, we have Rear Admiral Jose Maria Ambrosio Espileta. Then Captain Marco Buena. We have Captain Isilito Lagadia Jr. From the Securities and Exchange Commission, we have Attorney Gerardo F. Del Rosario. Then we have Miss Cheryl Medina, the Executive Assistant of Mayor Calugay. Then we have Mr. Jose Antonio T. Feliciano, the former Mayor of Bamban Tarlac. Then we have Miss Alice Goo alias Gua Haping. Then Miss Sheila Guo alias Samir. Then we have Attorney Elmer Galicia. Attorney Stephen L. David. Miss Rosaline Baterna, the Corporate Secretary of Lucky South 99. That's all, Madam Chair. We also invited Mayor Calugay, but he sent his letter of regrets.
This is the second time that Mayor Calugay is absent. Nung unang imbitasyon, sinabi nila may sakit sila sa dengue. This is the second inability to honor the invitation of the committee. So at the proper time, I will now, yes, please, Sen. Joel, if you would.
That we issue a subpoena, Madam Chair, to this Mayor Calugay, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair of Sual, Pangasinan. I so move, Madam Chair.
Yes, the Chair.
Second the motion.
Thank you very much. On the motion of Sen. Joel, as seconded by the Senate President Pro Tempore Sen. Jinggoy, the Chair rules that the committee issue a subpoena for the good mayor na kailangan makadalo na sila sa susunod na pagdinig.
Chair, may I ask if we were able to invite the Secretary of Mayor Calugay, a certain Cherry, which is here around. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Sen. Joel. Also, Comsec, na-invite, I heard the name Cassandra Leong. Nandito ba siya ngayon ulit? O nandito na ba siya sa atin?
Madam Chair, she is still at the hospital, but we sent a letter to the speaker requesting the presence of Ms. Cassandra Ong here. But there's no reply from the office of the speaker.
Well, the committee hopes that there will be a reply forthcoming from the office of the speaker. Yes, Comsec.
There's a reply, if I may read. We are committed to allow Ms. Catherine Cassandra Leong to attend the public hearing on September 9, 2024 at the Senate. Please know that this request has been approved by the Joint Justice Committee. However, please be informed that Ms. Ong is still confined at the hospital in Taguig. Our latest update is that she may be discharged from confinement either tonight or Tuesday, tomorrow.
That's good to know, Comsec, at salamat sa sagot ng Office of the Speaker. We have that in writing, hindi lang sa cellphone. Okay po. And tamang-tama kung di-discharge na siya ngayong gabi, kasi actually ang alam natin last time, Huwebes, 2 to 3 days lamang siya pinapapahinga ng doctor ng house. So she should really be here at the next hearing. Yes, Sen. Joel.
Yes, Madam Chair, following the opening statements a while ago of Senator Raffy, and I think it's very important that we set the record straight when it comes to the contempt powers of the Senate, the jurisdiction in the pending court cases, and I can see two brilliant legal luminaries here on this August chamber. Madam Chair, just for the record and for the sake of clarification, is it correct that Ms. Alice Go is still under contempt for her failure to attend the two hearings of this Senate committee, June 26 and July 10 hearings? Is that an affirmative, Madam Chair?
That is correct, Sen. Joel. Alice Go or Go Huaping is still subject to the citation of contempt of this committee and the Senate.
So live pa rin po ito, Madam Chair. Pangalawa, yung jurisdiction, no? May we know the committee's position as to the jurisdiction and the period of imprisonment under the inherent contempt powers of the Senate, Madam Chair?
Sen. Joel, those are actually among the questions that not only the chair, but I'm sure the colleagues will be raising during this hearing. And by the end of the hearing, gusto kong makapagbuo talaga ng ruling ang chair at ang komite tungkol sa importanteng usapin ito. Kasi napaka-importante po sa komite at sa buong Senado na nirerespeto ng mga resource persons ang powers at ang rulings ng Senado. In the same way, we give equal respect to the co-equal branches of government. Before the chair asks the COMSEC to administer the oath to our resource persons, I will call on the majority leader, and then we will proceed to the administering of the oath. Yes, Sen. Francis.
Madam Chair, good morning. Germane to the statement given by Senator Joel Villanueva, at the proper time, mamaya po, I will file a motion directing this committee to take cognizance of Ms. Alice Go at dito na muna ititinig sa Senado.
Thank you.
I serve notice, Madam Chair. I have with me bags of jurisprudence to back up my claim.
Thank you very much,
Madam
Majority Leader. The chair will welcome that motion at the proper time and
Madam
will
Chair,
rule on it accordingly. Yes, and Joel.
very much, Madam Chair, and I'd like to thank our majority leader for raising that up, because that is precisely what we wanted to tackle, Madam Chair, because let me just put into the records of this August chamber the landmark case of Arnold versus Nazareno. This is a landmark case. It was stated that obedience to its process may be enforced by the Senate committee if the subject investigation before it was within the range of legitimate legislative inquiry. Accordingly, Madam Chair, as you mentioned, live yung ating contempt citation kay Alice Go. As long as there is legitimate legislative inquiry, then the inherent power of contempt by the Senate may be properly exercised. Conversely, Madam Chair, once the legislative inquiry concludes, the exercise of the inherent power of contempt ceases and there is no more genuine necessity to penalize the detained witness. I was about to ask that question, Madam Chair, before the majority leader made that statement of his intention, and it's also the intention of this representation to make a motion, Madam Chair, because the question will be, will Ms. Guo's presence here today not interfere with her pending cases in court? I would say no, and that is the position of this humble representation, and we wanted also to know the position of this committee. Madam Chair, I don't think that the mere filing of a criminal complaint before a court should not automatically bar the conduct of legislative investigation. At alam na alam ni Senator Jinggoy ito kasi yung Regis Romero II versus Senator Jinggoy Estrada, yung pong nakalagay po doon sa desisyon, the power of legislative inquiry cannot be made subordinate to a criminal or administrative investigation. And so I remain steadfast with that position, Madam Chair, and let me place it into the records that it should not that we have jurisdiction, Madam Chair. Considering also that we were the first one who issued the warrant of arrest, Madam Chair. And last but not the least, before we start, I know everyone wanted to ask questions. I wanted to raise this, and considering that we have Senator Francis Tolentino and Senator Acoco Pimentel with us here today, if you look at RA number 100660, this is an act strengthening further the functional and structural organization of the Sandigan Bayan, further amending Presidential Decree number 1606. It states there, Madam Chair, section, it's the particular section. Section 5, if I'm not mistaken, Madam Chair, that the regional trial courts shall have exclusive regional jurisdiction where the information does not allege any damage to the government or any bribery. Letter B, alleges damage to the government or bribery arising from the same closely related transactions or acts in amount not exceeding to 1 million pesos. So yun po yung nangyari, no? But, Madam Chair, it should not be the Capas Regional Trial Court, but a different court should handle the case of Miss Alice under Republic Act number 10660, Madam Chair. It states there that cases, and we talk about it on the sidelines with our minority leader, it says there, cases falling under the jurisdiction of the Regional Trial Court under this section shall be tried in a judicial region other than where the official holds office. So I submit to the wisdom of this committee, and again, wanted to put that into the records. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you also, Sen. Joel. Of course, that is a substantive question already. So yung tanong tungkol sa criminal jurisdiction, siguradong i-discuss pa natin mamaya ng konti sa hearing na ito. Pero mayaman na yung mga predicate na inilatag para sa motion na ihahain ni Majority Leader Sen. Francis mamaya at pati ni Sen. Joel. At gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, dahil talagang ang Senado ang unang nag-issue ng warrant kaugnay ni Alice Guo at nag-trigger ng manhunt para sa kanya, the Chair will welcome that motion, and ano pa man yung magiging ruling ng Chair, makakapag-coordinate naman at magko-coordinate kung sakali ang committee ito sa korte which has jurisdiction of her detention at the moment. So maraming salamat po mga kasama para dito sa ating unang round ng exchanges. Comsec, panumpain yung mga hindi pa nakapapanumpa.
May I request those who have not taken their oath during the previous hearings to please stand up, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, please state your name, do solemnly swear that I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to this committee. Thank you. You may now take your seat.
Salamat, Comsec. Ms. Sheila, napansin ko na nagsumpa kayo ulit, hindi na sana kailangan, no? Dahil nakapagsumpa na kayo noon. But you remain under oath, so that is fine. Alright, so magsisimula ako sa mga tanong kay Ms. Alice. So after months of evading the Senate, ngayon nandito ka na. Sumagot po kayo ng kompleto at makatotohanan sa aming komite. Dahil ang komite po namin, pinatratong maayos yung mga nagsasabi ng totoo sa amin at rumerespeto sa aming komite at saka sa Senado. Naintindihan niyo po yun, Ms. Alice?
Opo, Madam Chair.
Alright. So, can you finally confirm before this committee, kayo ba si Guo Huaping? At bago niyo po i-invoke yung right against self-incrimination, hindi naman kayo yung nag-file ng inyong late registration of live birth, diba? So, you are not incriminating yourself. So, are you Guo Huaping?
Madam Chair, may mga kaso na po na final po sa akin po sa court, kaya hindi ko po siya masagot po sa inyo ngayon.
I don't think yung tanong ko ay may kinalaman sa kaso sa inyo, lalo na may pruweba nang na-establish ang NBI at yung isa pang ahensya kinukumpra yung fingerprints ni Guo Huaping at fingerprints nyo bilang Alice Guo at parehong sinabi nilang magkaparehong taong ito. So, for your own sake at para sa kabatiran ng aming komite, just one last time on this very simple, fundamental question. Ikaw ba si Guo Huaping?
Madam Chair, hindi ko po kina-confirm at may kaso na po sa akin sinampa. Sasagutin ko po sa korte po.
Madam Chair, may I,
Yes, Senator. One related question.
Madam Chair, may I invoke, I'm not going to invoke or raise a point of order, but may I invoke Section 19 of our Senate rules, which states the privilege against self-incrimination. A witness can only invoke his right or her right to self-incrimination, Madam Chair, only when a question which tends to elicit an answer that will incriminate him or her is propounded to her. However, Madam Chair, the witness or the resource person may offer to answer any question in an executive session. So I would just like to invoke that, Madam Chair, because the chairperson already stated that it will not in any way incriminate her, Madam Chair. Just to put that on record.
Salamat, Sen. Joel. Exactly. So, inulit, no? Yung sinabi ko na sa inyo kanina, hindi naman kayo mai-incriminate, simpleng tanong kung sino ka. And additionally, unless humingi pa tayo ng executive session, no? Lilipat pa kami kasama nyo sa ibang kwarto para lang masagot nyo sino ba kayo talaga or palalabasin ng chair lahat ng mga tao ito para lang mag-executive session. And before I proceed, I just like to recognize the presence of Sen. Lawrence. Salamat, Sen. Lawrence, for your
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning po. Miss Alice, gusto kong ipaalala sa'yo na ayon mismo sa Korte Suprema, in the case of Office of the Court Administrator versus you, quote, the right to self-incrimination does not prohibit legitimate inquiry in non-criminal matters. So yung tanong na, sino ka ba? Ikaw ba si Guo Huaping? Hindi yan criminal matter. Hindi yan bagay na isite kaugnay ng mga kaso. Identity questions are within the purview of the committee. The Senate has a right to know. Sino bang kausap namin? Yung talagang totoong taong akala namin or ibang tao. No? The Senate has the right to ascertain who the resource persons are, who you say that you are. Sige, i-rephrase ko na lang. Okay, you have something to say at this point, Miss Alice?
Opo, Madam Chair, ako po si Alice Go.
Well, napatunayan na po namin na hindi kayo si Alice Go. Kayo ay totoong si Guo Huaping. Hindi lang ang komite ang umabot sa ganyang conclusion, ang NBI mismo at ang isa pang ahensya. If you insist not to answer kung kayo si Guo Huaping, i-rephrase ko yung tanong ko. Ang tatay mo ay si Guo Jianzhong at ang nanay mo ay si Lin Wenyi. Tama ba?
Ang tatay ko po si Guo Jianzhong po, Madam Chair. At ang nanay si Lin Wenyi.
Nako, Miss Alice, binabaliktad nyo na yung sinabi nyo sa isang previous hearing, no? Yung bank document na to, nililista ninyo, kasi bank document mo ito, nilista mo dito bilang nanay mo, si Lin Wenyi. So, baliktad na, pinasinungalingan mo yung sinubmit mong bank document noon sa sinabi mo ngayon na hindi mo nanay si Lin Wenyi. You were born in China, not in Tarlac. Tama po ba?
Ang alam ko po, I was born in Tarlac po, Madam Chair.
Ang childhood mo, mula sabihin natin 0 to 12 years old, ay sa China, tama? Kaya wala kang maalala, wala kang makwento sa amin ni isang alaala ng pagkabata mo sa Tarlac, di ba? Yes, Senor, for one related question.
Nag-off na po siya. Pero maliwanag na nagsisinungaling kung saan siya napanganak. So, I bring that to the body. Opening pa lang, nagsisinungaling na. Alam naman nating lahat na may mga ahensya ng gobyerno na nagbigay ng mga birth certificate at inamin na nila ng PSA sa mga dayuhan at kasama siya doon. So, umpisa pa lang, ini-insist niya, pinagpipilitan niyang napanganak sa Tarlac. Wala na pong maniniwala yan, alam na po natin yan. So, I'm just putting that on record. How can we extract the truth if the first question, wala pang ang question, ay nagsisinungaling na?
Salamat, Sen. Lawrence. So, thank you. At nakahanda na nga at lalong tumitibay yung ihahaing motion ni na Majority Leader at Sen. Joel at her proper time. Yes, Sen. Rafi, for one related question.
Noong May 22 this year, hinamon ko si Alice Go
kung willing siya mag-undergo ng lie detector test. Hanggang ngayon, okay ka pa rin ba, Miss Alice Go? Papayag ka pa ba magpa-lie detector test para malaman natin yung mga sinabi mo, ibabangga natin doon sa mga alam namin. Are you still willing?
Miss Alice.
Madam Chair, pwede ko po i-consult po muna.
Sino ang ipaponsult mo?
Consult ko po sa lawyer po muna.
Alright, you can do that during this hearing.
Thank you po.
Balikan po namin yung tanong na iyon during this hearing.
It is very related. Madam Chair, obviously itong ng basto sa Senado ay wala pa rin konsensya para magsalita ng katotohanan sa atin, Madam Chair. Yung simpleng tanong nyo kanina, Madam Chair, siya ba si Gwa Ping? Kahit po magsinungaling siya, hindi siya sumagot, kung ano-anong sabihin po niya sa atin, Madam Chair, ang NBI mismo ay nagkaroon ng fingerprints ni Alice Go at nitong si Chinese national Gwa Ping. At in-establish po doon na match and the same person, si Gwa Ping at si Alice Go. So ang tanong na lang siguro, Alice, ikaw ba naniniwala doon sa pagmamatch sa finger prints that match na ginawa nitong NBI na ikaw si Gwa Ping at si Alice Go ay iisang tao?
Miss Alice.
Madam Chair, honestly po, hindi ko po alam kung paano po nangyari. Basta alam ko po si Alice Go po. At pasensya na rin po kung di po kayo naniniwala, ako sinasabi po, as much as possible po, gusto ko rin pong sabihin po sa inyo lahat at sa mga magiging questions nyo rin po sa akin mamaya, may consideration lang din po ako sa safety ko rin po.
Well, tatanungin ko rin kayo tungkol diyang sinasabi niyong safety niyo mamaya. Pero ibig sabihin din, bawat tanong namin ngayon, dahil paigsi na yung panahon, pasara na yung window of opportunity niyo, bawat tanong namin ay pagkakataon sa'yo magsabi na ng totoo at huwag nang magsinungaling sa komiteng ito. Ngayon, Miss Alice, sir? Yes, Senator Roy, for one related question.
May ask from the chair, pwede natin paklaro sa kanya ano yung safety consideration na sinasabi niya. Para magkaroon tayo, kasi kung palagi siya magkaroon ng safety, hindi natin alam kung anong safety na sabi. Kung meron bang interesado sa buhay niya na isang malaking sindikato na siya ay papatahimikin o ano bang safety na sasabi niya, Madam Chair?
Miss Alice, tatanungin ko rin sana sa iyo yan mamaya ng konti. But briefly, simulan yung sagutin yung tanong ni Senator Roy. Ano ba yung sinasabi niyong safety na iyan?
Sen, tungkol po sa personal ko pong safety po.
Okay. Ano yun? Anong threat, anong safety? So anong threat nakikita mo? Para matulungan ka namin. Sige.
May death threat po.
May death threat.
Sino?
Hindi ko lang po may discuss po dito in public po.
Why don't you discuss it in public? The people ought to know about it.
May death threat po na may...
Sino ang nagbabanta sa iyo, sa buhay mo?
Kung ayaw mo pang sagutin ngayon, Miss Alice, hindi kayo makakatakas sa tanong na yun. Tatanungin ko rin kayo dyan.
Madam Chair, wala po din naman po akong plan po na takasan po yung question po. However po, meron lang din po talaga na safety concern po sa sarili ko po, na security concern po, na death threat po na binigay po sa akin. Kaya hindi ko lang po ma-discuss po sa public po.
Madam,
yes,
Miss Alice, nung nakita kayo ni Secretary Abalos, ang una mo sinabi kay Secretary Abalos, tulungan mo ako sa may death threats ako. Sino ang nagbabanta sa iyo?
Sagutin mo na lang maiksi at diretso, Miss Alice.
Sen, pasensya na po, hindi ko kasi masabi po in public. Kasi nga po, may safety problem na po.
Madam Chair, but that answer is unacceptable. As far as...
unacceptable, Senator. Pero, sasabihin na.
May committee sa kanyang safety, pag ganun.
Wala namin kung binubola mo kami rito.
Pagkatapos mo kaming bastusin, gaganyanin mo kami ngayon, sasagutin mo kaming ganyan, pagkatapos mo kaming bastusin, pagkatapos mo kaming takasan, sasabihin mo may death threat ka, tapos di mo masabi kung saan galing yung death threat mo. Hindi mo masabi kung dito sa Pilipinas o sa abroad.
Miss Alice, pinaalalahanan kita, you never raised security concerns to the committee before. Hindi na lamang na aresto ka na at ibinalat dito. Tatanungin pa rin talaga kita dun sa sinasabi mong death threats na yan na ngayon lang namin narinig yan. Balikan ko lang muna yung kumbaga prejudicial question para sa amin, yung identity ninyo. You entered the country as Guo Huaping in 2003, correct? Ikaw ay 12 or 13 years old pa lamang noon, correct?
Madam Chair, wala po akong record po niyan.
Oh, speaking of records, have you ever had a Chinese passport?
Ang alam ko po, Madam Chair, Filipino passport po.
Filipino passport? Sa pagkaalam namin, nagkaroon ka ng Chinese passport, hindi mo lang nirenew, nag-lapse yun. So, Alice Guo, alias Guo Huaping, Pilipino ka ba?
Opo, Filipino po ako, Madam Chair.
Yes, and Lauren, for
Thank you.
one related question.
Since yung sinabi po nyo, kung meron siyang passport na Philippine passport, sinabi niya meron siya. Tapatin lang tayo, sino ang nagbigay ng Philippine passport? Sino rin nag-issue ng kanyang Philippine birth certificate? Pag sinabi mo yon, we can protect you. Pag sinabi mo yung totoo, paano ka naging Pilipino, paano ka nagkaroon ng passport, then you're answering us properly, we can perhaps protect you. But if you keep on lying to us, you will sink in a web of lies. Hindi ka namin maprotektahan sa mga sindikatong naghahabol sa'yo. I suggest to answer that. How did she get her Philippine birth certificate from the PSA or the satellite office, and how she acquired her Philippine passport from the DFA? We have to find out the syndicates in the government agencies.
Madam Chair.
Federal Court, para sa kabatiran ng lahat, at lumabas na ito sa mga nakaaraang kaming mayroong birth certificate na nakuha for late registration of live birth, pero mismo ang PSA, I'm sure mako-confirm ito ni Engineer Grande later, Engineer Mariza, ang PSA mismo ang nagsabing irregular ang birth certificate na iyon. Kaya hinunod nila sa Office of the Solicitor General na kanselahin na ito. But apparently, habang hawak pa yung irregular birth certificate na iyon, nagamit para makakuha ng Filipino passport. Pero sa pagkaalam din ng aming komite, nagkaroon ka, Miss Alice, ng Chinese passport. Kaya sa lahat ng mga tanong na ito so far, bakit ayaw mo sumagot? Wala namang self-incriminating sa mga tanong na ito. You are only being asked, in fact, you are only being asked about your previous answers to the committee. Yung mga previous documents na sinabit mo sa mga bangko na nakuha namin. So please stop being evasive. Stop being evasive before this committee. Flash namin ulit yung dactyloscopy report ng NBI, no? Result of examination after a thorough examination and analysis, fingerprints of Guo Huaping, Ilin, and fingerprints of Guo Alice Ilial were found identical. Opinion, NBI to, in view of the foregoing, fingerprints of Guo Huaping, Ilin, and fingerprints of Guo Alice Ilial were affixed by one and the same person. Isang tao lamang. Yung una-unang tanong ko sa inyo, pero nagsinungaling pa rin kayo. Now, once and for all, Alice Guo Huaping, I am giving you the opportunity to explain why you should not be cited in contempt for lying before this committee and for providing untruthful and evasive testimony. Miss Alice?
Madam Chair, lumaki po ako, alam ko po ako ay isang Filipino.
1 minute suspension. Pahingi po sa mga kasama na a quick if you will allow, I request you and all the colleagues, mag 1 minute suspension tayo, quick discussion sa ating mga senador, kung maaari po. We are suspended for...
Mabilis lang to sana, Madam Chair.
Please, Sen. Rafi, and then please take a 1 minute suspension. Yes, Sen. Rafi.
Maalala ko yung sa previous hearings ng committee ninyo, nabanggit yung pangalan John Patrick Samson na supposed to be fixer na tumulong para ma-facilitate yung pagkakuha ng late registration, birth certificate hanggang passport ni Miss Alice Guo. Bakit hindi po natin siya inimbitahan?
Salamat sa Rafi. Actually, iimbitahin natin yung si Charlton Samson sa susunod na pagdinig. Bahagi po siya ng tanong ko mamaya-maya sa ibang resource person natin. So let us...
Last na po.
Yes, please. Last na and before we suspend.
Merong sinulat si Sheila Go sa papel na sabi niya secretary, hindi naman yun sa executive session. So pwede bang may divulge kung sino yung dalawang pangalan na sinulat na hindi nabanggit sa hearing ng mga senador?
Mamaya po ay i-divulge din yung dalawang pangalang iyon, pero meron na pong isang related resource person sa dalawang iyon na nandito ngayong araw at siguradong matatanong natin.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Senator. Joel, before we suspend for 1 moment.
To suspend the deliberation, and I already anticipating, Madam Chair, what is going to happen when we suspend the deliberation. And I'm just giving one chance again to Alice, Madam Chair, because this will help me decide in the as we suspend the hearing today to talk about your faith as a resource person. If it is true, Miss Alice, ako muna, Miss Alice.
Miss Alice, pakinggan po ang senador.
Ako muna, Bonnie, please.
Attorney,
Sabi mo may death threat ka, pero ayaw mong sabihin kung saan nanggagaling yung death threat mo. Ni ayaw mong sabihin ba sa amin kung ito'y tawag o sulat o text? Kasi kung hindi ka totoo nagsasabing may death threat ka.
Miss Alice.
Opo, Sen, magsasabi po ako, wag lang po in public.
May death threat ka ba?
Meron po. Magsasabi po ako, wag lang po in public.
Well, I will accept that, Madam Chair, but ang problem kasi is kung yung death threat na yan, totoo o hindi, Madam Chair, dahil ayaw talaga niya magsalita. I will yield, Madam Chair, to the wisdom of the committee.
Salamat, Sen Joel. At saka ang hirap kasi, ang dami mo nang sinabing hindi totoo eh. Tapos papalik ka dito, magsasabi ka na naman ng isang malaking kwento, pinakamalaki so far, death threat. Kaya siguro naman maintindihan mo, bakit hindi ka maniwala? Hindi pa na pinatutuhanan yung mga unang kasinungalingan mo ngayon, may bago pa namang gusto mong paniwalaan namin. So we will suspend for 1 minute and then resume after 1 minute. Hearing suspended.